Hello, my name is Nathan Sorensen, and I am the Strategic IT Procurement Officer for the Midwestern Higher Education Compact. Joining me today is Carl Lutzen, Information Security Officer for Missouri University of Science and Technology, and Chair of the Compact's RFP Subcommittee for Creative Software for Design, Print, Media, and Web. We are pleased to announce today our contract with Corel Software. Today's overview includes a brief introduction to our organization, the Midwestern Higher Education Compact, and its contracting authority. We will visit our Technologies Committee, their process, and how we arrive at this contract with Corel. In addition, we will include some highlights of the MHEC-Corel Master Price Agreement and some examples on how to take advantage of this new opportunity. To help you understand our contracting authority and why MHEC is involved with these technology contracts, it's best to have a better understanding about our organization. We are an interstate compact charged with advancing Midwestern higher education through interstate cooperation and resource sharing. The Midwestern Higher Education Compact is one of 4 regional compacts in the United States, each having their own niche for addressing issues and advocating for higher education. Often referred to as MHEC, our niche was rooted in cost savings programs created by and supported by stakeholders from the 12 Midwestern states. The compact is governed by a 60-member board called the Commission, made up of governors, designees, legislative and higher education leaders, and also is a resource for student access, essentially trying to help students get into and matriculate through college, as well as a source in policy where we attempt to help decision makers, governors, legislatures, and higher education leaders in our member states make more informed decisions and provide them with information. MHEC has agreements in place to extend our technology cost savings programs to the Southern Regional Education Board and to the Western Interstate Commission for Higher Education. Currently, we have no agreement with the New England Board of Higher Education, and as the map shows, there are 3 states not covered by any of the compacts: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. These states currently are not members of any compact. What is a compact? A compact is really a contract amongst the states. This legislation that was passed in each state makes us an instrumentality of state government in 12 member states. Similarly, the other compacts have been statutorily created. What makes the compact unique to the higher education community is its broad contracting authority created in each of its member states. The compact is not a group purchasing organization. The compact is a means for stakeholders in the 12 member states to collaborate on identifying regional issues and committing resources to leverage a solution through the compact statutory authority. We are very selective in the types of contracts that we pursue. We try to identify those areas that we can bring value, and as a result, will be something that an individual institution may not be able to replicate on its own. Because we are working together across state lines, regionally, and now nationally, we can bring value that wouldn't have otherwise been there. As a public entity purchasing agent, the compact provides alternatives to conducting an RFP or utilizing a contract vehicle more suitable for an executive branch of government. The compact statutory authority is focused on higher education needs. This slide represents all of these statutes for MHEC member states and is available on our mhec.org website or our e-commerce website, medtech.org. MHEC is like the Department of Administration for the state of Minnesota, for example. But instead of being just like the Department of Administration for one state, we are a department of 12. To take it a step further, a compact really sits somewhere between the federal government and the state government in that the member states of the compact have actually ceded some of their sovereignty and autonomy to this entity called the compact, for the small purpose of which they were developed. Allowing the compact the authority in that particular area, in our case, it is basically to further higher education in our region, so it's not like we're going to go out and tax people or anything like that. But it's a very defined area where the states have basically said, we're going to work together, and doing so establish this compact to help us further our missions. Our technology cost savings program, in essence, is an attempt to leverage the volume of our 12 member states and the compacts we are extending the contracts to. MEC's technology initiatives are guided by our Technologies Committee, made up of Midwestern CIOs, technical experts, and IT procurement professionals for the purpose of furthering education opportunities and services in the region. MEC's Technologies Committee is charged with leveraging the combined volume of as many of the campuses in our member states as possible to negotiate favorable agreements with technology vendors. The committee was established in 1999 by our governing board as a response to the increased use of technology by higher education. The committee promotes the innovative use of technology to address unique higher education needs. It develops strategic programs to provide access to technology hardware, software, and services, and advocates the interests of higher education in the development of new products and services. They do this through the information exchange opportunities and by identifying, developing, and leveraging the leadership abilities of those involved on the committee. All the committee members are volunteers who are experts in their respective areas of interest, like Carl Lutzen from Missouri University of Science and Technology, who joins us here today. Carl, can you share with us how you got involved as a volunteer and what other work groups you have been a part of, as well as how MEC has benefited you personally or your institution?
Hi, this is Carl Lutzen, Information Security Officer. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate the time to talk. I got involved with MEC because I was a fill-in as a security expert when MEC was working on a security incident and event management system, a logging correlation appliance, if you will. They were working on the RFP for that, and I was involved with helping to identify the needs. And I guess I did well enough that they invited me back the following year to actually go to the annual meeting and get more involved with MEC. And I've served on a couple of different committees since then, and I stepped up to chair this particular committee because I thought it was time to put a little bit more into MEC. How S&T has benefited, I don't have the numbers at hand, but I know we've purchased some things off of the MEC contracts, which does come at a cost savings because, for one, we don't have to go through the RFP process. It's already been done for us, and that makes it really a lot faster for us, and we can get straight to what we need. And definitely the prices have always been reasonable.
Carl, thank you for sharing. The committee appreciates your efforts and leadership with chairing this creative software for design, print, media, and web RFP. And at our last annual committee meeting, the committee decided through a process of identifying priorities that this RFP was the top priority for the committee to tackle. And Carl was leading this group through the procurement process. Carl, can you share a little bit more of what steps we took to develop this RFP and eventually make a selection?
Thank you, Nathan. In February 2013, the full Technologies Committee met for their annual meeting. In the prioritizing of campus, faculty, and administrative technology needs, creative software alternatives rose to the top of the list. The current market leader for creative software and their changes in pricing structures were of great concern to the committee. A small work group of the regional representatives were formed, and in July 2013, we announced a request for proposals in creative software for design, print, media, and web. The Software Selection Committee evaluated 4 responses and chose 2 finalists for oral presentations and product demonstrations. Ultimately, the committee's competitively sourced RFP resulted in the selection of Corel in December 2013 as the solution for creative software.
A nice recap of the process. And as a result, MHEC entered into a master price agreement with Corel, offering transactional products, educational site licensing, and a unique school rebate program. And let me go into a little more detail of the offering. The transactional product offering is the traditional perpetual licensing, available both with academic pricing and governmental pricing. We have agreed on a 12% discount for all products, including maintenance, support, and training. And here are some examples of the software titles available. The educational site licensing is based on student FTE. Again, it's perpetual licensing, starting at $4.50 per FTE for an institution with 1,500 to 3,000 students, and to $2.50 per FTE for an institution with more than 40,000 students. These products and or programs are only available through the MHEC Master Price Agreement. Here's a list of the MHEC Creative Pack software solutions offered in the educational site licensing. A benefit of participating in this program includes a school rebate program. Any MHEC member, higher education or K-12 entities with 100 or more licenses, which is covered under the current maintenance, have access to take-home rights, including pricing, and every student purchased license provides a $2 rebate to the institution. These are heavily discounted perpetual licensing, allows students to purchase the Corel licensed software for their own private use. Only products licensed by the institution may be purchased as part of the take-home rights product offering. Who is eligible to purchase from this contract? While all of our contracts are negotiated on behalf of higher education, when the opportunity presents itself, the compact negotiates to extend the contracts to K-12, cities, state, and local governments, which may include different price schedules. The authorized resellers of the Corel software on the MHEC agreement include CDW, Dell, Journey Ed, and SHI. When inquiring or requesting a quote, remember to reference the MHEC contract number, which is included on this slide. Next, I'd like to take you through a general orientation of our resources that are available to you through our mchtech.org website. It features a couple of easy ways for you to access our contracts. When accessing the site, mchtech.org, you may find a contract by selecting from the toolbar at the top by selecting a category, such as computer, hardware, software, or printers, or you may go directly to the Contracts section by clicking the upper right-hand corner Contracts button. It's also important to note that we insert recent news about contracts, RFPs, as well as upcoming regional and national events. Please also visit the section on getting the most value from MHEC contracts to receive some valuable tips on purchasing products and services using our contract vehicles. To get more information about our Corel offering, select the software from the top toolbar. We can click on the drop-down menu at the left or click on the Corel logo to get the Corel contract page. Once on the Corel page, you will be able to find contract highlights, contract terms, specific Corel contact information, and on the right-hand side, under the contract eligibility, you will find clickable links for each of the eligible parties. By clicking on one of these links, visitors will arrive at the Corel website specifically tailored for MHEC and its sister compacts, SREB and WICHE. The Corel website has additional contact information for purchasing Corel products, including their products, an outline on their Corel education licensing program, price lists, frequently asked questions, and more. Clicking on the Contracts link in the upper right-hand corner, you will find the ability to download contracts and their amendments and or addendums, plus the specific links to state statutes for the MHEC region are visible on the right-hand side of the page. Also, please don't hesitate to contact our staff. You will see my contact information, Nathan, and we've also included our legal counsel should you have any direct questions for Rob as well. Thank you, Carl, today for sharing your experience, and again, we appreciate your leadership with seeing this RFP process through and have an award to Corel.
Thank you, Nathan.
Bye.